Beat-um, ba-dum, beat-um, ba-dum, biddy-biddy-bada-bada, weep, weep, weep. Hey, this is Oingle, and this is my this is a pretty decent game I got out of Black Ops. I've been loving it, but I'm on the PS3, and there's a lag issue. So right off the bat, I'm going to talk about that. Apparently, the way to fix it is to basically reduce the size of your friend list. Apparently the issue is that too much information is going back and forth between your 100 friends if you've got a full list. I don't have that many, but I've got 25 or so. And if they're on Black Ops, which most of the people are on my list, then it's constantly trying to figure out which things they've unlocked to give it to you as a message while you're playing the game. Or after the game is over. Anyway, there's all this communication going back and forth about statistics and everybody on your friends list. I got this information from Next Gen Tactics. They have a video about it, which I'll put a link in the description with them, so that you have more details. Anyway, so the proven fix, and this is not a great fix, is to have a list with as few people as possible. The more people that you have, the more lag gets introduced because of all the extra network traffic that's happening. As a result, in order for me to get rid of the lag, and the reason I'm talking about it over this game is that this was a tremendously laggy game. I don't know how obvious it is in this playback, but I don't know. And maybe it's worse in more situations than others, but I found myself overcompensating in turns, and then when there wasn't a lag, I would go just dramatically over aiming, or going past where I was aiming. In other cases, when I was trying to be more subtle about aiming, then the lag was there and I couldn't get to it in time. And you'll see, it's kind of incredible that I was able to get the score that I was able to get. Anyway, so I'm going to be removing a lot of people. If you're on my friends list and I remove you, I'm taking down all of the names that I had, and then when this gets resolved, I'll add people back in. And if you're on my list and I've removed you and you want to play with me, then that's a reason to put you back in the list. But I have to keep it as low as possible. No offense, like everybody that I play with. It's just too much of a pain to play laggy all the time. So the second thing is, this will be the first commentary of a video that I did for Black Ops, and I want to talk a little bit about Black Ops. I did do another video before, but I didn't do commentary over it. I love this game. Number one reason I love this game over Modern Warfare 2 is that it's a gunning game. I get to shoot people, and I don't have to worry about them, with the painkiller, with the overpowered shotguns, with, as a secondary, with just all the things that were broken and widely complained about in Modern Warfare 2. The stacking air support, where, as soon as somebody gets the beginning of their kill streak, it leads right up to them getting a chopper gunner and then just winning the game, and the game is over. All of these things were really annoying to me because that's not the way I play. I like to get in and basically be the first person to react to seeing somebody, get the best aim, fastest reaction, fast noticing them. Those are the skills I try to cultivate. And I'm not the best at it, but that's what's interesting to me. And so, and then other things, I guess, that are interesting to me too are like right here, where I'm in a situation where neither of us have our weapons out, or we've already fired and we've run out. And, you have to be creative in that situation. So that's what I do. And it isn't just noob tubing or, whatever. I'm really happy that all the knifing is still in there, but I'll get to that in a second. So, anyway, this really becomes a true test of one person's ability versus another. And then, because you don't have all these easy ways to get around, easy ways to win, everybody has to become good at shooting. I know that sounds, I don't know, maybe that sounds ridiculous because it's a shooting game, but in Modern Warfare 2, I felt like you didn't have to be good at shooting. You could just run around, in this case, with an RPG. Or a noob tube, or any number of the other different features that made it broken. everybody plays on a level playing field, and nothing's new about this. Everybody's been saying it, but I especially appreciate it. I think there are probably people out there, like the snipers or like people who love to noob tube and stuff, who maybe didn't get as good at close quarter combat with traditional weaponry, that probably hate this game. Now I'm using the AK74U, which I think people are going to assume is a lot like the UMP and might become considered a try-hard gun. I don't know. I like it because it fits my game style of close quarters. I run it with Randy Savage's setup, which is lightweight, steady aim, and just whatever perk you want after that. I generally run it with Hacker, but you know, I think Ninja Pro is going to become important soon. From what I've heard from XJaws, and I don't know what video specifically that was from, but he had found out in some way, I think from reading the Treyarch Twitter pages or whatever, that they are going to fix the volume issue so that Ninja becomes usable. I don't know if that's absolutely true or not, but I'm go ahead and I'm running Ninja on some things just to hope to just to get the unlock of the Pro version, in hopes that that happens or anticipation of that happening. There are what do I have to say else about that? I guess the sniping issue. I think they over-nerfed it. I don't know. I haven't seen enough videos, or really any videos, where people have run around with snipers and you know, shown that it can be effective. I've seen people say that it's not as nerfed as to be unusable, but I haven't seen it. I am going to put up on my webpage, Oingle.com, the latest information from, I can't remember the guy's name, but he always goes in and takes the PC version and rips the files out of it that has all the data about the kills, and I mean the weapons and what kind of damage they do and their speed and their recoil and stuff like that. And I've looked through that, and with that and with XJaw's rundown, and I like XJaws because he plays in a style that I hope to emulate, or that I like. He's way better at it than I am, but which is a lot of run and gun with, but you know, kind of smart running and gunning. It's trying to go to spots that have cover, you know, rush into another spot that has cover, firing, rush into another spot that has cover, trying to be aware of where everybody is on the map, flanking, that kind of thing. I don't know. It just suits my style. I don't run in and try to kill 10 people who are all standing around together. I definitely play a little more sneaky here. I'm running around the entire outside of the map. You know, I'm not good enough, I guess, to run into the middle. But also, I think it's foolish to run into the middle. You know, maybe you take out 3 people before they kill you, but when you're trying to take on 4 or 5 people, or you get into an area with tons of sight lines from people who like to play a longer game, you know, there you go. So now I want to get into all the different blade elements of the game. Only using blade has got to be really happy about this, because you have the crossbow, which I guess technically counts as a blade. I don't know if he does. You have the I can't remember what it's called, the pneumatic one, the one where you, the ballistic knife. Then you have regular knifing, and you have the tomahawk. And I'm running right now, not in this game, but I unlocked it, the ballistic knife, the tomahawk, and knifing. Just because I want to get really good at it. I think that I've got a couple of long-distance ballistic knife kills, usually with a little time to aim. But, you know, I don't know. There's just something, to me, really satisfying about knifing. Here I'm using the tomahawk at really short range. You know, I'm trying to get better at it at a longer range. But initially, just to get the feel of it, I use it any opportunity that I can, that I feel like, you know, I could have gone with a gun and I could have gone with a knife. I try to choose the knife. I played a little bit with a crossbow, and it's pretty fun too. I've been stuck with it a couple times. Stuck is always fun, whether you're using that or using... So here, this is an example of me just completely... The lag was so weird, and it doesn't seem... It's not as visible in this playback, but man, when I was playing it, it was just really awkward. So, anyway, just to wrap it all up, I love this game. I love how they basically got rid of the things that I hated, and they focused on the things that I love about playing first-person shooter games. All the gimmicky crap is gone. And some of the gimmicky crap that's in there now, RPGs and the remote control car, I don't mind them. They're not dominating. You know, maybe we'll find out soon enough that there are things, different perk combinations that are really devastating, but they haven't come up yet. And so far, I've had a really great time playing this. So anyway, there's that fix, and until that fix comes in for the issue about the lag, I'm going to be deleting almost everybody on my list. Add me back in if you want to play. This is Oingle. Rate, comment, subscribe. I'd like to know what it is you'd like to hear me do or see me do. And if you enjoyed this, please give me a thumbs up. It really helps a lot. All right, peace out. Be kind to animals.